Hi, my name is Destiny Peter, and I'm going to introduce you to my family. I think it is important to view my family through a sociological perspective because family is not just a straightforward black and white concept. Every family in society is unique in their own way. Family is a very complex institution, and there is just not one way to describe it. Stated by Daly, whereas a household is a functional arrangement, a family is an arrangement of personal life. Family is one of a small number of primary social institutions characterized by emotion and affect and embedded in kinship-based norms, relationships, and identities. It can be pretty difficult for someone to come up with a definition of family. According to Cohen, families in the simplest definition are groups of related people bound by connections that are biological, legal, or emotional. When it comes to my family of orientation, I would include my mom, my father, my sister, and my two grandmas. I do consider a few more individuals part of my family outside the family of orientation definition. These people would be my boyfriend, my cats, and my friends. In the 1950s, when examining family life, the dominant family structure was the breadwinner homemaker family. According to Cohen, this type of family includes an employed father, an unemployed mother, and their children. This used to be the case for my family as I was growing up. The roles ended up switching a few years back, and now my mother is considered the breadwinner of my family. Marriage is an important concept within my family. Some would think it's not because my parents have been together for 23 years and actually are not married. They did not get married because they had me at a very young age, and there's just been a lot of factors that they just didn't have time to plan a wedding. But marriage has never been a thing that I was expected to do in life for my family. Instead, it has been viewed as a choice. I do not think marriage defines a relationship from viewing my parents' relationship over the course of my life. My grandma and grandpa were married on my mother's side of the family. My grandparents did go through a divorce after 17 years. My grandma did eventually remarry in 2003. My grandma on my dad's side, who I call my Meemaw, was never married. Her and my dad's father were only together for a short period of time when they were both of young age. According to the makeup of our family, whom we consider family members and what shape we expect our family to take are all subject to significant social influence. When it comes to sociological factors that influence me and who I have become, I would say race, gender, and social class all played a part. When it comes to gender, since I am a female, I believe it is harder for me to get people to take me seriously, especially in career fields. Since I have this disadvantage, it has made me more driven in life. Since my family is considered part of the working class, it has made me want to work harder in my life to get myself out of that class. When it comes to race, since I am considered white, I think it has made certain opportunities more available to me than that of minority groups. I did not have to deal with the issues that racism brings growing up when me and my family are considered. When it comes to social structures, education, healthcare are two things that highly influence my family. Education is one because my parents did not have the opportunity as I do for higher education. Since both of my parents did not attend college, they wanted to make sure I had a better life and did not struggle as much as they did. Education has always been seen as a very important element within my family. I will be the first individual within my family to graduate college this spring. Healthcare is another key element because it is one thing I never did have to worry about in my past and in the present. My parents have always had their healthcare provided by their employers. Social environment, I believe, plays a huge role when it comes to the family. I lived in Poland, Ohio most of my life. Poland is a very safe town. Communities with high social capital are in better position to design beneficial programs for the families living there. I say in the book Families in Context, individuals play parts in the family in ways similar to the parts played by an actor on stage. In my family, I play multiple different roles. One role I play as a sister. According to Cohen, when older siblings are charged with caring for their younger siblings, sibling influences are even more pronounced. When my sister came into the picture, I wanted to make sure I set myself up to be a role model for her. My relationship with her is one of the most valued relationships in my life. I also play the role of a daughter to my parents. My mother works full-time and my father, due to a disability, cannot work, so I help around the bills. I play the role of a girlfriend to my boyfriend of 6 years, Eddie. We both provide support to one another in every aspect of life. I'm also a fur mama to my two adorable kitties. One last role I play as a student. I take pride in how far I've come in my education. I'm working on going to law school so that one day I can help my family get out of the depths they are currently in. The sociological theory that I believe would best describe my family would be the functionalist theory. That is because in my family, we each play our own roles when it comes to household and what we need to do to support one another. We're all working to get to one point where we finally are stable. When it comes to the question of how did I get to be who I am today because the family I was born into, that's a pretty hard one to answer. That is because there are so many ways my family has impacted my life. The women in my family, my mother, grandmothers, and aunt and cousin have all shown me what true hard work really is. It helped me gain a sense of independence by watching them. They are all my role models. When it comes to my boyfriend, he definitely plays a huge part in helping to shape me into the person I am today. In the past 6 years I have been with him, he has helped me to achieve the confidence I used to never have in myself. My dad always taught me to be respectful to everyone and also to never let anyone tell me otherwise. He has shown me to really be present in life, and I think the reason I am so driven is because of my grandma. My friends have also helped me to where I got to today. They are my support system and my backbone for sure. There are friends, there are family, and then there are friends who become family. Altogether, my family has formed me into the hardworking, driven, and sociable, compassionate person that I am today by watching them my whole life and with all the decisions that they have made in the present. And even though some of them were negative, there was a great multiple of positive decisions made that formed me into the person I am today. And I'm so grateful for the family that I have and the family members that I've created myself. I don't think that there could be any better description of a family for me.